welcome to Single in the City, and today we're here with Maddy and G Fields.
Absolutely.
Maddy is an artist in Atlanta, and G, you do so many things, like music.
Yeah, I've been around for a while. I've been grandfathered into this thing, so
Yeah.
CEO, saxophonist, artist,
And
whatever
we'll get to him later, but we'll get to him on another show. It'll be all about G Fields, so y'all can know about it. Right now, today, we're going to talk about Maddy, and the topic is over Atlanta. That means she is completely over Atlanta, and Atlanta is a hard place to get over, but we're going to find out why is she over Atlanta. And she's a music artist, she's a musician, so talk to us.
Well, first of all, I've been in Atlanta like pretty much throughout it all. Atlanta Live Days, 112, Club Nicky's, like I am Atlanta.
Right.
So, and I'm known in Atlanta. Right now I do one of the biggest brunches here, King of Diamonds, that I created. And it just seems like just everything's just come together. Like after COVID, Atlanta hasn't been the same.
Okay.
Like the love that I have experienced from 1999 to present.
Yeah.
I've just seen it over the years just gravitate to something different that I'm not familiar with. So I'm ready to spread my wings, and I basically take my talent somewhere else.
Tell us about the music. Tell us about the music. Why are you over Atlanta? Why are you angry at Atlanta?
Okay, the reason why I'm angry at Atlanta because I'm an independent. First of all, I'm one of the only female independent record labels in Atlanta.
Okay.
I built my company from the ground up. Basically, financed everything myself.
Okay.
I feel like I don't get any love for that. Like for somebody that's been in Atlanta with all the connections and the network that I have here. One of the biggest things is my single was picked up by BMW on a national campaign, to the point it took me to be to perform at the 2023 Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I performed the NFL Legends Party in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
And for me to get to this point right now is there was no going away party for me in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
There was no congratulations from Atlanta for that. There was no recognition when I came home for that.
Okay.
And I know that was a big feat for me to be to do that and not be Universal Records didn't send me, no majors sent me. That was
Right.
all built from what I grind and I've done since 2014 for Cool Entertainment, my own company.
Right.
So I just felt like for me to have worked so hard and showed so much love in Atlanta, I've always, like I'm a regular at so many spots here.
Right.
I'm buying tables, I'm buying bottles.
Right.
I've sold so much support to so many promoters here, so many DJs, so many people I have brought to events that I've done, and I've supported them, but I don't feel the same support that I have been giving out since 1999.
Wow.
Well, I think in this game, you never get what you deserve. You only get what you negotiate. And that's the way to look at it. Whatever you negotiate is what you should expect, because you never get the love from your hometown.
And that's what I've learned ever since I've come to the decision of leaving Atlanta. I mean, I'm getting calls every day. I'm international in Amsterdam. I'm in the UK. I'm all over Arizona now since being there. LA, Tennessee, Texas. It's just that I know to grow a brand, you truthfully have to get out your comfort zone as well.
Absolutely.
So sometimes you can also be your biggest enemy of what's going on. So I felt like in the way of me feeling this way at this time, and then also my mom is 73 now. She just had a stroke.
Oh, blessed, but still blessed.
But she survived. You know what I'm saying? And one of my mom's things is she wanted to experience a different city while she's still able to do that.
That's great.
So with me feeling the way I'm feeling and her feeling the way she's feeling, we was just gonna come together, and we wanted a fresh start. So Houston, Texas, I'm on my way.
Wow.
Well, congratulations on all your success and everything that you're doing. And I honestly think that you know, no one can validate who you are, not even your own city. So I think you should just continue doing what you're doing, and you know, let them fall by the wayside. You know, it's sad that people will miss out on something as great as your talent.
That's true. And also dating sucks here.
Well, you're all single in the city here.
I know all about that.
All single in the city here.
The name of my song that happened to make me known is called Ghosted. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Ghosted.
so.
The name of her song is Ghosted.
So you've been feeling ghosted?
Watch the next show for that.
Oh, actually, I was ghosted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where the song came
We'll talk
from.
about that on the next show.
Okay.
Let's get back to the Atlanta situation.
Yes.
Now, I need to know. You know these people. You go to the club. You know the DJ. You ask him to play the song.
And, I mean, this just happened to me last night.
Wow.
Okay, now this is a spot that I've been in before.
Oh, last night.
Yeah, just last night.
Okay.
You probably won't name the spot.
Let's not name the spot.
It wasn't one of my regular
We won't
spots.
call them out.
But I can go to DJs in other cities, and when they know that I'm 48 on Shazam, I've been 181 on iTunes, they just play my song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my song is right up on the cover
Playlist.
on Shazam.
Right.
Like, you can pull it up, see it.
Right.
You know, I have the pictures on my Instagram. Like, if you see it, any other city, they respect that.
Right.
Here, oh, it's $50. Oh, it's $100.
Oh,
Or
they want you to
flat out, no.
They want you to play.
And then in some
Pay
places,
to play.
but in some places, if it's worth it and the type of people is in there, I don't mind paying. I'll pay.
Right.
But it's just the simple fact that I just noticed that I'm paying Atlanta DJs to do it for me. I have a few friends now, they got my stuff rocking.
Okay.
But other people that I know, they know, I paid them to be the DJ at my party before. But you want me to pay you. But I do it. But then when I went to Arizona, then I go visit Texas, or I went to New York,
Yeah.
and I do the same thing, and they ask me for nothing.
Yeah.
And they shout me out, and they show love, and they don't ask for nothing. And these are DJs that's on these DJs are actually on radio stations that's in that city.
Well, Atlanta's a very arrogant market, and the reason why Atlanta's so arrogant is because there are people that are coming from multiple cities. It's really not Atlanta people. It's people from all over, and because this is the Mecca, everybody's trying to run a rat race. So everybody's trying to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So everybody feels some type of way out here, and it's like one man out for the next man, or you know, nobody wants to see somebody get on. Like if you've been rocking with somebody and they get a job, you know, now they got this job, but you've been rocking with them before they got that job, and now they're somebody different because they feel they have to be different in order to maintain that position. You know, so sometimes I kind of understand, but you know, feelings and business to me is two different things. You know, when you have your feelings in business, like when you go to work and you're sick, they say go home. They don't mean you're fired. I just don't care about how you feel right now. I gotta feel this position.
These are definitely not feelings. This is called respect.
Right, we understand that. We understand that, but
So
again,
it's not feelings.
again, we know respect goes two ways. You can respect somebody all day and they can still not respect you.
That's so true.
Understand what I'm saying? Because people don't want to see you get ahead of them.
So true.
That's
Why?
the problem.
That's my question. Why? Why wouldn't I help you get to the top? Why
Because they
wouldn't
may
I
not
help
feel that it's a benefit in them doing that. Because some people go to the
But
top and never look back.
it should be a benefit because the same person that's asked you to play the song is the same reason why you're popping right now, because I booked you for 2 years straight
Yeah.
at my club and
Right.
paid you $500 a week. So
Right.
if I ask you to play one simple song, then I should be able to get that.
Right.
That's why I'm over
Right,
Atlanta.
right. Some people are not in a position to just do things. Because I work with a lot of DJ coalitions and things like that. And radio. I've done radio for over 15 years. So I know sometimes the power's not really in the DJ's hands, really the program director or whoever they work for in that club. Sometimes they have to answer to certain people. Or somebody say, hey, listen, don't play nothing unless somebody say here. We won't speak on that, but we know there's a lot of payroll going on in the industry. So I think what you're experiencing is that people see you scorching hot right now. And when they see that, they see ATM. They see a check. Why am I going to do something for somebody I know she got it?
Wow.
So they look at you like you're an ATM machine when you get money or when you start getting traction. You know, your songs are on the iTunes, you're popping. So people are looking at it like, okay, well, it's time for her. I know she got that bag. So it's also how you present yourself, because you're killing them out here now. You gotta understand that. You're killing them. It ain't like you where you used to be.
That's true. But it's one of them situations where when you're an independent artist and you've looked out for so many other people, you still feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
I get you.
It is what it is.
But I don't think you actually let it bother you.
No, it doesn't bother me.
It don't stop your grind.
No, it don't. Nothing.
There you go.
Nothing is gonna stop my
It
grind.
bothers her.
Now, absolutely nothing's gonna stop my
That's
grind.
what I'm talking
because
about.
that's how I got this far already. Because nothing's gonna stop me.
Right.
But it's just, you just want that hometown love.
You want that support from your hometown.
But yes, I grew up here. I went to elementary school here, I went to middle school here, I went to high school here, I went to Fort Valley State. Like, I want my city to show the love. It's more important for me to get it here.
Well, a lot of times people go out the market, come back in to penetrate the market. And that's a narrative.
And that's what I have learned I have to do.
So tell us the number of reasons why you're fed up. That you're done.
Also, being a female promoter in Atlanta, we have to fight harder for our respect in the industry. Like right now, currently, I'm fighting for emails. I've earned over 2,000 emails right now that I'm fighting for. And it's like, if the same male promoter came for that, he would already have it. He wouldn't even have to ask. But females, it's kind of like we are treated with a pimp mentality. Like they want to spoon feed us stuff just to keep us at bay. Like I want to say salute to a lot of the women that's opened up the doors for us, but the doors are just opening for us in Atlanta. Like with some of the club owners that were former promoters is now owning clubs, now we're beginning to see the respect that we want as female promoters. But also, it's only a small window for that. They only gonna let just a sprinkle of women get that success. So that's another reason why I'm leaving Atlanta, because I feel like some of the things that I have accomplished here will be appreciated in the new city with the things that I've learned over the years here. Some people crave the Atlanta lifestyle. I am the Atlanta lifestyle. So going to a new city, I
Sounds
feel
like you've outgrown the city.
yeah, I mean,
So
that could be true.
when you say you're leaving to Houston, you said?
Yes, Houston, Texas.
And you know
Because I know
Houston.
it's familiar. Because I'm going to Houston because I love the Atlanta lifestyle. And visiting Houston is going to give me the comfort, not knowing anybody and going to a new city. I still want the vibe that I have in Atlanta because it fits my career. what I
And
do
Houston
here.
is like Atlanta.
Yes, very
Yes,
much so.
upcoming.
Okay, because I've never been to Houston.
Oh, Houston is like it's like a growing Atlanta. It's kind of like what Atlanta was in 2000.
No,
2000.
no, it can't. It's nowhere like Atlanta.
Yeah,
Back
it's definitely growing
then.
into
It cannot
a baby
be
Atlanta.
Atlanta
Yes.
back in the 2000s.
Yes, the market is
it
definitely
is.
that.
It's definitely there.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Atlanta was on fire.
And Houston is on fire.
It's
right
on
now.
fire right now.
Really?
A lot of
Yes.
people are migrating out to Houston from Atlanta too. It's a lot
Wow.
of people getting up and moving around.
Like for instance, our R&B Wednesdays that's here in Atlanta is now Fridays in Houston. For instance, some of the club owners that have clubs here have 3 clubs in Houston. Some of the people that have real estate here in Atlanta are currently getting real estate in Houston.
Absolutely.
I must have
And they're doubling
I'm
the
coming to
money
visit
they're
you.
making. Yes.
I'm coming to visit you, so you can take me around and show
And
me
it's
around.
very great for single women.
Wow.
So,
My husband might be out there.
Yes, he may be out there.
I'm
girl.
telling
so Maddy, let me say this to you. I'm a male promoter. I'm a male concert promoter. Concert promoter.
I know.
Not just the club promoter.
I
So let me
get it.
just say this to you. What's happening now with the women in the game, you guys are becoming very intimidating. Okay, because there's a strong presence, right? It's just a woman's time. Like, you look at all the female artists, they're all female. They're dominating. And now you got people on radio, women are dominating. Women are DJs that are dominating. So this dominating spirit going around. So a lot of these guys are afraid of you guys taking away the power.
Why?
Well,
Let me
Why?
just, let me-
Because you guys are so dominant over.
But I
Because
want to
we've
see.
done
I
it
want
for
to
so
see
long.
why is it such a problem with it? Because we said
It's not a problem.
We've been quiet for
But
years.
it's not a problem. It's
We've
not-
been quiet for years
it's not
and
a
very
problem.
submissive. But when we were submissive and we were
Right.
quiet, we were looked over. We were taken advantage of. So it's just a lot of women
So
now.
let's be honest.
And I'm speaking because I own Cougar Entertainment, so I'm a female empowerment type company.
Okay.
So you may not want to have this conversation.
I do.
Right.
Because I
do,
started my label based on the fact of mistreatment of women for years
Okay.
in the industry. So I built Cougar Entertainment based on female empowerment because a lot of us come from divorce.
Right.
A lot of us come from bad relationships. A lot of us come from just being overlooked, period, in the
Gotcha.
industry because we didn't bow down and do what we were asked
I understand.
Yep.
so when I built Cougar Entertainment, and I think some of my success is coming because it's just a lot of hungry women that's been looked over for years, from the DJs, to the promoters, to the artists, to the producers, to so many women that's in the industry. And I think the reason why it seems like we're coming with this big alpha female or this big strong dominant spirit is because that's the only way we can be taken
Yeah, I don't
serious.
personally think it's a problem because I'm not one of those
I can
men
tell. I
that
feel your
intimidate.
energy. I
You
think
know
you
what I'm
like it.
Sure.
I do.
Look
I
at
think
it,
you
Timothy.
I like it
Now.
because I like change.
I
Listen,
can tell you like it.
I like change.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of change.
I can tell you like it.
I don't have a problem with women who know how to lead. I have a problem with women that don't know how to lead.
Yes.
You just don't have to be one of those women. You one of those women that know how to lead.
Yes.
So we need more of you, not just women. You just can't say women to say women. You got to say women that are empowering.
Well, I have a label
women.
full of them. It's no big me and small U's in Cougar
There you
Entertainment.
go.
Everybody
Why
that's
Cougar?
part of Cougar. Because, well, first of all, it's C-O-U-G-A. It's
Okay.
not C-O-U-G. I dropped the R because I want you to know.
Okay.
First of all, I'm let you know I'm Cougar and I'm different.
Okay.
And it's not the typical definition that you hear of Cougar. Because I
Right.
don't like younger men.
Okay.
I like energy.
Okay. You're an energy person.
I'm
So
an energy person. So it's not about younger men, but the reason I'm coming in the game backwards. Most people come into the industry when they're younger,
Right.
and they see. I'm Japanese, Hawaiian, and black.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So my nationality and my heritage was you get a good education, you marry well, you have children, and you submissive, and you let your husband lead, and you just live a good life. I tried it twice. I've been divorced
Okay.
twice. So once I got to my second divorce, and I always was told I was going to be too old to do it. Like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But one of the most important things to me is I complete things. I also was raised to complete things when you start. So I was a mother. So I wanted to raise my children and get them out the way, as well as complete my situation of healing from my broken relationships. So instead of me sitting around in my present days of gossiping and telling people about all the things I don't like, I started writing music. So I came into the game later. So I said, okay, I got to think of a way to come in the game. First of all, I don't hide my age. I'm 49, and I
You
look like
good for your
and
age.
I
You
look
look
like this.
amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you.
You look amazing.
But it's a lot of women that look good like me. So it's a lane for us
Absolutely.
that has not been created. So the reason why I call the company Cougar, because I'm letting the women know I'm coming. I'm opening up the door for you. So if it's any other women that think it's an age on talent, or any men that think they can tell us the age is on talent, I'm letting them know I'm opening up the door for them. And Cougar is coming to show you that we got something to talk about too.
But there's a lot of supporting men as well now. There's
Yes,
a lot of men that
I
support
ran
what
into
you guys are
them.
doing.
Guess what? I have ran into them. But you wanted to ask me why I started Cougar. At
I
the
did.
time, I didn't think nobody was going to support me.
Right, right.
So I started Cougar just to show them I was coming. And I wanted them to understand I'm African American, so I dropped the R, because, you know, it's a certain definition with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to keep the lane open. So I'm coming in the game a little late, letting people know there's no age on talent, and I'm just bringing good music that's talking about something.
Love your spirit.
Yes, it's talking about something. But I'm still paying homage to the 90s, because one of the songs that I remade was one of the biggest hits from the 90s. So I'm still coming in the game, still showing that I'm showing who I am, but I'm putting a little twist on it.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with making it yours.
So I'm an older city girl.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm what the city girl's gonna look like in about 20 years.
20 years. But you came in the game. You came in the game backwards.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes. So
Sound like an album.
yes.
Came in the game
mean,
backwards.
I think the
I
record
think
is
so.
a little classy. I think the record is classy. It's
Yeah.
not like trashy.
No.
It's not trashy.
It's the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the fact.
And like I said, we'll talk about it on the next show.
Yes.
But
Let's lighten up on Atlanta just a little.
Okay. Let's.
Just
talk
only
about
for the reason because there is no other place that you can go to where the minorities control the wealth. Let's say that.
Houston is.
Well, I know, but it's not there yet. Where the
It's coming.
minorities control the wealth. Control the
Well,
wealth.
I'm coming in the beginning, so we're gonna see.
Let's
In
talk about
10
dating.
years, we'll talk about it.
let's talk about dating in Atlanta.
Let's talk about that.
how
Let's talk
did that
about
go?
dating in Atlanta.
How did that go?
Well, take in mind that I've always been in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a relationship since I was 16 years old.
Okay.
So in my first marriage, I was only single for 3 months, and then
Okay.
I was with somebody else.
How
And
long were you
then
married?
the first time 6 months, it was a no.
Okay.
Then I got into another relationship that didn't end in marriage, but we were together 8 years.
Okay.
And then currently I was in a marriage, in a relationship. We was together 10 years, 11.
A long term.
Yeah, so I've always been in a relationship. So actually for the past 5 years, this is the longest I've ever been single. Yeah, so.
Same here.
Single in the city, y'all.
Same here.
With Maddy.
So what I'm saying is what I've noticed, like when I was younger, I mean, I don't mean to brag or nothing, but I didn't have any problems. Like I said, I always was in a relationship.
Yeah.
But as I got older, what I learned is the reason why my dating has been so hard is because now I know my worth. And when you learn your worth and you learn to self-care and you know what you want, it's a little bit hard today because we become too picky. So I can find that sometimes in my dating experience, I'm a little too picky.
And you have unreasonable expectations.
No,
Maybe.
I don't. I used to,
Used to.
because I'm a recovering gold digger. So back in the day,
Oh,
I had very
so
high
there you go.
expectations.
There you go.
Recovered.
See, there we go. Now we getting somewhere. Retired. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So is it safe to say that, you know, a lot of that mentality, you know what I'm saying, is around Atlanta when it
Yes.
comes to females? Because everybody see a check out here. Everybody see a check. And there's a lot of men that are spoiling women that's making it hard for other women that don't care about money like that. And the narrative is that homeboy got to handle his business. He got to have this or he got to have that. And people have gotten away from love and respect in exchange for money.
Well, notice I said recovering gold digger. So you know,
Recovering, I heard it.
it's like recovering alcoholism.
I heard that.
You know, you can easily
Slip back.
Relapse.
Slip
Relapse. No, it's called relapse.
you can relapse.
Absolutely.
You know what
Backslide.
I'm saying? So when I first got single and started dating, that mentality was still there. Like you got to do
Do it, yeah. Expectations.
to
Yeah.
be with Maddy. You know what I'm saying? But then when you start seeing that real feelings and love is not based on a check.
Right.
And when you have the take in mind, I said in my younger years, I was a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know love. I am coming from a marriage now, so I've had somebody that actually showed me love. So when you learn how to love and you're loved properly by someone, even though it did not work out, you still have experienced that. And there's no price tag on that. So when you check yourself and you realize, oh, I'm going back to my old ways, but I'm getting the old dudes that I did not want to deal with, the emotionally unavailable. And then they look at you highly sexual when somebody's spending their money, but you want the intimacy, you want the things, the time, you want the support, like you want all the things that you were getting in this relationship that did not work out.
Got you.
So when you check yourself and you understand that your mindset is stopping you from getting that, then you have to.
So you've grown. You sound like you've grown a lot,
I
tremendously
am a
grown.
grown and sexy
Yeah.
woman.
Hey, that is really, really, really good to hear.
And this is coming from believe I've known you for a long time.
Forever.
So she knew the previous Maddy,
Okay.
and now she's seeing.
So you've seen the growth.
Yes.
Yes.
So what do you
I
think?
even met her husband when she was married.
Yes.
Her last
Okay.
husband. So, you know.
So have you guys talked about this dating thing prior to this change? Have you had this conversation as friends? Like,
No, we never had a conversation. We never had the opportunity because I'm still learned to be more private with my feelings.
Yeah.
no, okay.
So I have a very small circle of friends that I talk to. Like, and really my mom is like the only person that really knows everything I've gone through. Like, it's taken me years because I came from a domestic violence relationship in my previous marriage I just left.
Oh, wow.
So it's very hard for me to open up to people because it was an embarrassment to me. So once I heal, and also you have to take your fault. Even though something like that happens to you, you have to take your fault in the situation. I only saw the hurt and the disappointment. I didn't see my faults. But when I learned my faults, that's when I was able to become the person I am today. And really, COVID helped me do that. Because sometimes you got to sit with yourself and learn that you may not like yourself, but you got to be with yourself.
Right. I want to just know, like, was it a problem in the industry dating, or was it just dating in general? Or did your problem stem from the industry dating? Because that's a different dating when you're dating inside the industry and you're just dating someone that irregular.
You know,
Like,
Atlanta is full of a lot of celebrities.
wannabe celebrities. Not everybody's a celebrity.
Real celebrities that we would run into on
Okay.
a regular that knows us,
Okay.
and it's nothing for us to run
Yeah, it's
into,
nothing.
But I'm asking,
to run into celebrities. So
the problem with dating, because we were talking about having a problem with dating in Atlanta. So did that problem stem from inside of the industry or outside of the industry?
Well, I dated both.
Where did you have more problem with dating?
Dating in the industry.
In the industry. Thank you.
But not because of the reasons that you said.
Well, just the fact that it was in the industry changes
Right.
the game.
right.
Because there's a different narrative for the industry than it is in just general. Because people have different expectations of celebrities and people who date celebrities. They
Well,
look at it underneath the
Dating in
microscope.
the industry for me was way easier back in the day because, like I said, I was a gold digger. I really wanted.
And you knew they had it.
Well, they were giving it.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't have to ask for it.
Okay.
Because they had it to give. You know, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Did you
know
get
what I'm saying?
spoiled on the
I
industry?
was very spoiled.
Oh.
But when I realized the caliber of men I was dating, I didn't like them very much. So I married outside of the industry. But then I realized with each aspect of dating, everything comes with things you're not gonna like.
Right.
So
How'd you maneuver
It was-
around that?
I had to find my medium space, which I just found now. For people in the industry, I'm just enough. Like, I'm not too much. But somebody outside the industry, I'm very intimidating. They don't feel like they live up to my expectations because of the lifestyle I was living before I
Yeah.
started dating them. So what I had to learn is now, well, first of all, you get your own bag. I can't count nobody else's money.
Get your own bag.
So
Yeah.
when I started getting my own money and I started, coming to a different level, when you start leveling up, then now I date people for energies. Like I said, if I'm not matching your energy, it's not about what you have now or what you can give me. Like you can't buy my feelings. You
Right.
can't pay for me when you do things
Yeah.
wrong. I'm not gonna forgive so easily. So when you
So the
start,
chemistry.
yes, the chemistry.
Make up with a gift.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I've got plenty of gifts for makeups because they were always making up.
Yeah, they were always
Yeah.
effing up.
But now it's a situation where I'm able to date for the chemistry. I'm able to get to know somebody. I actually can call a man my friend. Like I actually build foundations
Without
of
having
friendship.
the other strings
Without
attached.
it, and also in that lifestyle, most of the thing was based on sex. Now,
Okay.
now I can date people and they look past my body. They get to know me. They actually know who I am, and it's a way better feeling when somebody respects you.
Is it safe to say that women have a controlled tolerance? Like you guys can control your tolerance based on who you want to tolerate. Like you're very much in control of your tolerance. You seem like you're in control of your tolerance. You tolerate what you want.
Exactly.
There are a lot of women that can't do that.
Oh.
They can't control their tolerance.
I think experience has.
We're laughing
learned-
over here,
Right.
Michelle. What's the matter?
You're killing me, right?
Yeah.
Why am I killing you?
He's good. I think experience teaches you things.
I mean, I want to know. I gotta give the male perspective.
Okay.
What tolerance are you talking about?
Yeah,
Greg?
what's the tolerance?
But I'm saying because there's a tolerance when it comes to women. There are women that'll date men knowing that they don't like a certain thing, but they'll tolerate it.
Oh, the
To,
tolerance.
the tolerance to get what they want to get because they just tolerate the man. They don't love
I'm
him.
at the age
They don't
right
care
now
nothing
that
about him. They just
I'm not
tolerate him.
about to tolerate anything at this age.
Maybe you're
I've
not.
been through enough.
I
I'm
don't
not
tolerate
tolerating
anything at my age either.
But
I
we
need
talking
the
about
younger
Atlanta.
guys.
to
We
be.
talking about Atlanta.
Well, it's, I mean, it's a lot of
I'm
people
not
that.
tolerating anything.
I know, but we're talking about
I
Atlanta.
don't care Atlanta or not.
Well, I tolerate it.
We talking about Atlanta.
Tell me what you tolerate.
Also, when you learn how to respect people, like I tolerated, like sexually, sometimes the older men don't do what I
Oh
like.
God, I hate that.
And you tolerated that.
And I
know what you're
tolerate it
talking
because
about.
they're a nice guy.
Some older men cannot produce like the younger ones, right? And
It's your opinion.
Well,
Your
I
only
mean,
one opinion.
It's,
I
it's
said
not
some.
opinion, it's
I
experience.
said some older men, and that's a lot of reasons why I date younger. But I'm trying to break out of that. But a lot of older
It's
men,
okay, friend.
I know, it's
I
a
understand.
struggle. It's
What's
a struggle.
old to you?
Understand.
I'm curious.
Oh boy. I would say older men are 44 and up.
Okay.
45, 46, they start having little problems.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of times it's because
Dysfunction.
they have been ran through so much.
Yes. Yes.
So-
and one of the problems I have with older men is they play when they still young and sexy and all that. But then when they start getting the beer belly that don't fit in the Walmart jeans no more, then they want to settle down.
Yeah.
No, I wanted you when you was 30 and fine. Now
Yeah.
50
I
and
don't-
now I'm ran through
None of
and
us
now
are
I'm
getting
ready
any
to
younger.
settle down.
Don't hit my phone if you have a stomach.
You can hit my phone. I like
don't have
I like a
one.
little
You should
thing,
have one.
something to hold on to sometimes.
No. No.
Well, a lot of that, either with male and female, is an insecurity for a lot of people having that. And a lot of men, when a woman accepts a man with that, he starts feeling good about himself. So he's never gonna go get rid of it. Because
Yeah.
there's people out there. No, I
Yeah.
love rubbing on that,
No, I have
knowing that
girlfriends
he got
love
health
the stomach.
issues.
Yes.
They love the stomach. Like they can't get to their climax unless
Right.
the stomach is there. I have girlfriends told me that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, people have health issues. For
Yeah,
one, all of the stomach talk. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Some of these people have health issues and are
that's
at
true.
risk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
That's true.
So to me,
Yeah.
I mean, some people need help, but some people, like especially women, can't get rid of it. They done had kids. A lot of them they got to surgically get it removed. What do you think about that? So it's not always,
Well, I've never had surgery. I'm all natural. That's
Oh,
kind
that's
of
amazing. Glad to hear
that's
that.
kind of how I promote my brand.
Are you against it?
No, I'm not. I'm totally for it.
Okay.
I'm in a group, so
Okay.
I represent one woman and she represents the other.
Oh wow!
So
Yeah.
we represent both worlds. But no, I'm not totally
I told
against
you
it.
it was a woman's game.
But what we're trying to show is whatever decision that is comfortable for you and what makes you feel good in your skin, you need to live that life. And that's just
So did you
that's-
talk about this in your music?
Yes, I do.
Is that your ultimate goal, to express yourself as this dominant female that's just gonna
No, it's not.
somewhat bash men a little bit?
I
just
don't
because-
bash men
just a
in
little
my
bit?
music. I tell stories. Like,
Yeah, stories
like
are
I
good.
tell stories. I tell real life experiences. So some of my real life experience, yeah, it may sound like I'm bashing you, but then I also have real life experience where I was very much in love, very much a caring
So you
woman.
got those type of
So I
records.
have all kinds of records.
She is a grown woman. She have lived through it all. She have been through a lot of things. So she knows all the stages.
Okay.
We know all the stages.
Okay.
And so I'm
So
able to sing
I'm pretty
about
sure you know all the stages too, Greg.
To a certain extent.
it. He does.
You do.
Hey, hey, I'm a private man.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching Single in the City. Maddie, tell them your Instagram.
You can follow me at Madison Shannon Kelly on all platforms. You can also follow Cougar Entertainment, Cougaent, and you can follow the group Cougar on YouTube and Instagram.
Okay, follow Single in the City TV on Instagram and Single in the City on all other platforms. Greg?
The real Gregory Fields Jr. all across the board.
And my personal Michelle_Sade, number 7.
Woo.
Okay, bye.